We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Today I am jumping on to connect with my client Nadia, who has just finished a 3-month coaching experience with me. So we're gonna jump on together and have a little chat, and she's gonna tell you guys about the beautiful time we had together. And yeah, Nadia and I actually met in Berlin last year. She ran a conscious, like spiritual festival of workshops and activations and sound journeys in this really cool castle in Berlin, just outside Berlin. So that's where we met through a mutual friend who brought me as her guest. Okay, here I see she's here. So, babe, you can just request to join. And I'm just lighting some homemade sage wraps. Accept.
Hi.
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 Yay, it works.
Yay, it works. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. I haven't done this in like years.
Well, thanks for jumping on to chat with me. How are you today? Happy
I know.
Saturday.
Happy Saturday. No, I'm good. I'm good. I just like went for a stroll around the neighborhood and then had this like interesting bao fusion bun thing that
Oh,
was really good.
yum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Super yum. Yay. Well, we had the best last session when we were twerking at the
I
end.
know.
I was just like loving that so much. That was so fun,
I know.
honestly.
I know. It was such a good way to end it. It really was.
I
Yeah.
know, and it's so crazy. 3 months went by just like that, like so quickly, so
I
quickly.
know. I know. It went I don't even know, like the amount of ways that I shifted just within those 3 months because of working with you was like
Hmm.
I would have never by myself. Like, yeah, no way. So
Yeah.
it would have taken a lot more time.
Mm, mm.
Like
And what do you think your biggest challenge was when we first started working together?
the biggest challenge? Mm, I think like it wasn't like a big challenge, but I think there was a point where I was like, I hope that I'm actually going to be able to connect to this womb power
Mm,
thing.
mm,
Thinking about, like,
mm.
hey, will it open up? Will I actually see a shift? So it was maybe like a little bit of my mindset, but it didn't really hold me back. It was just like a thought, maybe dingling.
Yeah, yeah. And you were so brave. You just like dove like head into the experience and were just so receptive to the suggestions and the practices. Yeah, like maybe you want to just share how you found engaging with the practical embodiment stuff and all the back end recordings in Liberated Womb, because as someone who did the 3 month package, you got all of that Liberated Womb 40 plus hours of pre-recorded content as well for you to go through on your own.
Yeah.
And so that's been so like, like, okay, buckle in now.
Yeah, like, I think it was such a great thing because I was able to, like, so much can happen within 3 months. And I think that throughout those 3 months, if I was ever having a moment where I wanted to, like, go deeper or reflect on something that was relevant within the course that also, was going on in my life, like, I felt like your course was, or the portal was really supportive in that. And then, like, on top of that, like, having the sessions with you was, like, super, super powerful as well. Um, yeah, like all of the practices and the educational videos as well. It was helpful because when I was like doing the womb activations and having the guided womb meditation and yeah, even like all of the playlists that you created and like all of that was really, yeah, that was really supportive in my journey. Like when I was ready to actually go in and do more embodiment, because I think that's something that you always spoke about was like, you know, there's the theoretical part and then there's
Mm,
the practice. And I think
mm,
that you're like the courses that you had, they covered both of those. Like even in our calls when we were going and we were talking about something that was very theoretical, then like we would sometimes have like part of the session where then we could embody whatever
yeah,
it is that we were talking about.
yeah.
That would help me and support me to move through something or
And you love that.
yeah, it was so good. It was so good. I loved that. It was like a special, like customized little session for me. And like, you know, I've worked with therapists before. I've been to two therapists and like both of them I was just like no after a few sessions because they weren't I think what I loved about working with you was like your own authenticity and like a therapist can't I'm not saying obviously everybody has to go to therapists. Like I mean not everybody has to go to therapists, but like the therapeutic setting can be really beneficial for some people. For me, it wasn't.
Mm,
And so, um, because I think what it was missing was this deep authenticity and this ability to fully be able to express and say whatever it is that I wanted to say and feel safe and know that I wasn't going to be judged. And also your authenticity as well. So it wasn't just me being able to fully show up 100% in the call, but then also you fully showing up and being 100%. And I think that authenticity, that like, you know, that really allowed me to go even deeper into myself because we were able to adjust like the nitty gritty dirty shit, you know, that like maybe another type of therapist or another type of whoever, any type of
for sure.
practitioner,
No.
yeah, might
Yeah.
be there, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it was perfect for what I need.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah. And you were so like you're always like, yeah, I'm gonna do my homework now and I'm gonna like go to the course. And I was like, yeah, because like it's just so beautiful when you have a client that like fully steps into, you know, the space to just dive into that experience and just embrace it. So I'm like just so proud of you for being like so courageous and so just like yeah, you know, connected to your heart throughout the whole process and realizing that ultimately like it's what you put in is what you're going to get out, you know, and staying
Mm-hmm.
connected to yourself in that way was like so beautiful to witness and to see.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was. Yeah, thank you. It was. Yeah, I mean, you really like helped me feel so safe and like being able to be that way. You know, to just twerk on camera, like I don't know, talk about like yeah, just random stuff. Like I
Yeah.
think yeah, you really held the space to do that for me to do that
Mm,
and fully go in.
mm. And could you maybe name like some specific results in your life that you've kind of started to
Oh my
notice shift?
god. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I think uh, and I'm being so honest right now. Like I
Yeah.
feel like no, like I really feel like working with you. It was like a new door opened up, right? And because you're talking about, you asked me about the benefits
Or like
or like
specific
yeah,
results, yeah, that you
results, yeah,
in your
yeah.
life.
Okay, so yeah, you opened up this door for me, and I mean, I guess we can start off by saying like why I came to you. So for me, I came to you because I think there was a part of myself that one, like I was diagnosed with endometriosis, and then I had a surgery to get the endometriosis removed, and then since then I was constantly trying to balance my hormones because I was having a lot of hormonal imbalances and I didn't really know exactly what was going on. Also, my cycle was also kind of all over the place, basically. And like some days were longer, some cycles were shorter, and I just couldn't really figure it out. And but I kind of for so long thought that it was just normal, or I kind of just ignored it basically. But then, you know, there was a really powerful moment that I had, like a personal experience where I connected to my womb in this like way that I had never connected to before, and that made me realize like, okay, I think it's time to go deeper into my own like womanhood, I think is like the best way to describe it. And like, what is this powerful um like almost like divine type of connection
Yeah,
that exists between
I feel like
the
the womb led you to me,
yeah
like the power like led you to working with me, because it's just like when you activate that, you realize how much more connected all of us women are, you
yes,
know,
exactly.
level.
Exactly. And that's what I realized through this like kind of spiritual kind of experience that I had was, yeah, it was there's something there. And so I yeah, so then when I reached out to you, I came to you kind of like questioning like what is this? Like what is this power that lies within the womb? And also feeling like I wanted to connect more to my feminine side because I had felt like I had been so much in this like masculine, you know, building a startup. It like really required like this, at least what I thought at the time was that it required like a very masculine energy in order to like pursue and push through. And so there's a lot of times I felt a little bit disconnected from my feminine, and so that was also something I wanted to work through. So endometriosis, like the cycles, hormonal imbalance, and connecting to this powerful womb energy, and yeah. So basically, throughout the 3 months, what we worked on was addressing all of these symptoms that I was having with my period,
Mm.
and that and basically what you did is that you recommended like the type of herbs I should be doing. You recommended like the mind, body, and spirit kind of prescription for me,
Yeah.
and looking at the types of herbs I should be having, looking at how I'm tracking my cycle, um, the diet, seed cycling, like um, and basically I started to take on a lot of your advice, and since then like I feel such a drastic change in my energy levels. My sleep is slowly starting to get better as well, but that's like still a
Mm.
bigger thing that I have to try to work through. And my cycle is like on time. It's
Mm.
literally on time for like the first time in my life, and my period cramps have like drastically dropped as well. And it's not just because of the herbs, but it's like this deeper connection to the womb
Yeah.
that you taught me, is like speaking to it, working with it, like showing it like that you're there for it, and yeah, having this like dialogue with the womb, which I never had before. And
Yeah.
also not carrying any shame towards your blood anymore. You know, being with the blood and like anointing yourself with the blood.
Mm.
And you know, I think
Mm.
there's so much, I mean, we spoke about
This
this
is
before, but
a huge one.
huh?
This is a huge one. That shame, like being able to be
Yes.
from that, like how free do you feel? Like free from that,
Yeah.
free from like,
Yeah.
you know that you're not holding that in your body
Yeah.
anymore, because you realize it wasn't even like yours to hold.
Hmm.
Like the freedom that gives you inside, I'm sure you feel it. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. It's like, you know, it's like when I have cramps now, it's like I place my hands on my womb and I'm like what's like I'm here for you. I'm here for you. What do you need? I'm here for you. And it's like listening to that. And I don't like my cramps have like drastically, like the pain is not even what it used to be. Like I wouldn't be able to even be able to bear it. And now
Yeah.
it's like I don't need to take painkillers now because of this relationship that I have with it, my cycle, with my blood, with um yeah, with myself, you know, just in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
incredible. And I can promise you, the more you keep on with the practices and with this awareness and with that
Yeah.
connection and deepening that self intimacy more and more over time, it's just going to get lighter and lighter and lighter.
Mhm.
until you get like me where I have no cramps at all, you know? And
Yeah.
like knowing that that is possible when you do the work and you're dedicated to yourself, like literally becoming your own healer. It's
Mm.
like, yeah, it's honestly like you speechless because it's like, wow, like I can heal myself. I can have this power. I can take it back for
Yeah,
myself
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that
and
was a
know that you're
huge,
empowered.
yeah, so empowered. I think that's like the most, how would I say, like measurable kind of experience that I had, like result that I had working with you. Um, and I mean, gosh, there's so much, Josie, honestly. Like,
What was your favorite? Okay, tell me like what are some one or two of your favorite features, your favorite parts
oh,
of like
oh
which
my God.
module or like which practice or from the back end portal.
From the back end portal. Okay. Mm, I'm trying to think. I feel like I have to go back into the portal and look through it. I think it was the healing flow module.
Mm, mm,
Was so good because it was like during my period, you know, you talk about rest is so important,
yeah.
especially when you're bleeding. And so what I loved is that like my first days, I just started to go through the portal. Like whenever I'd have my period within the 3 months, I'd go through the portal and I'd just chill on the couch. And here I am. It like allowed me to start to develop this stronger relationship with my cycle, listening to the videos and like you talking about um like oh actually something just came up. The I actually know I remember a video that I loved the most.
Go.
The one that you went into the dark feminine and like the other feminine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I loved that. I
Learning
remember.
about dark feminine energy.
Huh?
You love learning about dark feminine energy because it's one of my favorites as well.
Yes, I think that was my favorite one. And I'm like, oh wow, there's like two different, types of energy, the way that it can come through. Like the feminine energy can
Yeah,
express it.
yeah, and through your body. Wow,
Yeah.
that's
I remember I was like on the plane, just in the line, listening to the podcast, like flying back from somewhere, listening to that. Yeah, that was my favorite. Yeah, that was my favorite video. But the entire healing flow module, I think,
mm.
it was amazing to go through while I was healing. This my
And
cycle, and
eating, yeah, and just like forcing you to rest and watch it on the couch and do
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
so I'm
was
glad to
learning.
get something to do so that you like weren't like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
so,
Time to
yeah,
watch your
down.
videos. Yeah, and yeah, the womb activation was so nice because it made me feel so like powerful. I remember like the when I first did it, I just felt this like fuck yeah, I can take on my day kind
Mm.
of. Um and just like the meditations were really nice and yeah, yeah. I think that's it.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Nadia. And then one last question, like how do you think you different now compared to before we started working together? And maybe you could just list like five different points.
Okay. I definitely give like how do I say this? um I'm very clear on my boundaries
Mm.
now. I think even more so. I loved that exercise that we did where it was like no, no,
Yes, yes,
no.
yes, yes.
Yeah, oh God, I loved that. Like that really made me kind of like feel like so I think that's one thing. Wait, what was your question again?
Oh, how are you different now compared to before we started working together?
Yeah, so definitely that. I also think like more tapped into like my own sexual energy as well. Also sensuality, you know. I think yeah, like more tapped into my sensuality, my sexuality for sure. I feel that, and that comes with working with my womb.
That,
I think that that has this kind of energy, this like power, confidence, um, yeah, this like fire into it. And so I think that is like I can see how that's showing up in my life now.
mm, cool.
Um, Also more wow, like way more connected to my emotions, even more so.
Mm,
Like now now it's like if I'm feeling something, I literally like shut everything off and I just sit there with however I'm feeling. And like I made a, you know, a playlist like you recommended. And like if I'm feeling something, I play that sad music or whatever it is and I just like let it out. So I give
mm,
even more emotions more. So like more I don't know, I guess yeah, like aware of my emotions. I don't know.
mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm. Yeah, like emotional
yeah,
intelligence. You
emotional
feel more
intelligence.
intelligent,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. And it's only because you were so like dedicated, like to, like I said, doing all those practices and like really like putting in the time and the effort to sit with your womb and be in connection to her, like physically, emotionally,
Yeah.
energetically, tangibly.
Yeah. I wasn't messing around when I joined your course. I was
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
like
No,
I'm gonna really take advantage of this,
yeah,
you know?
that's like it's just so amazing because then things actually start working, and that's why I'm saying like this has been you only after 3 months. Imagine what's going to happen after 6 months. Imagine what's going to happen after 9 months, 12 months, 15 months,
Yeah.
18 months, you know. And so it's like if you can see how much has changed for you in the short period of 3 months, then like I don't even like I'm just so excited for like you on this journey in 18 months, you know, because it just like keeps on getting better and better and deeper and deeper and deeper. And it's just, yeah, an endless well of self-love, self-confidence, self-empowerment. And yeah, seeing you glow is just like makes me so happy. So happy.
Yeah, I mean like and I'm so happy that like I have even though we're not doing our one-on-one calls anymore, which, you know, I'm sure I'm still going to do it again at some point, but like the fact that I have access to the portal, to all of
Mm,
your the different courses, I think is it's going to be amazing because I know there's going to be a point again where it's like this is going to come up strongly and I go through and I rewatch a lot of those videos again
yeah.
and like yeah, I'm happy that I have access to that because and the fact that you're also adding stuff to it, you know, and then I can still access that.
Literally, there's so much that is still like on its way to that little space on the
Yeah.
internet where I can like send all of my downloads and intuitive ideas and creative things of like, oh my god, people need to know this or people need to know this, you know, and like even like also things like I was like I need to do like a masterclass on like how to give a good blowjob, you know, and like that like helps our pleasure as well, but also is like serving other
Yeah,
people. You know what I mean?
that's why I love
Just
working with you. Gosh, you no fucks. Like it's so
no
great.
fucks given, no fucks given at all. Because
And
when
that's what we
you get
need. Oh
skills, these
god.
sexy skills, they just your life improves so much. It really.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Oh, it's so great. And yeah, like I'm again, like I'm so fucking thankful
Mm,
that like you life and it was just like all at the right time. Because I was thinking about you, like ever since I met you, I was like, I'm interested about this womb stuff.
mm,
And then I was like, okay, now it's time. And like, yeah, it's like you were just like right there, like in front of me. Like I know, I think I know who to go to, you
oh,
know,
I
and
love
I'm just
that. I love that. And on your side, can we hope for a return of Sunu
oh
anytime?
my gosh. I literally
I
got
have
this
to ask.
question yesterday.
I'm sorry, I have to ask. Sunu, festival that Nadia hosted last year, October 2023, that I went, and that's how we met. So I just have to ask,
I
is there a return?
I think not Sunu was a one-time passion project, and it was something that came from somewhere, and I was like, this just needs to happen, and then that was it. You know,
Yeah.
there was no intention of it to be this like repetitive thing. However,
Okay.
I
Cool.
think at one point, some point, maybe within 2 years or something,
Yeah.
but still there is an idea in the back of my mind, and I'm just gaining up some power
Mm,
to put it in.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because hosting a festival is not,
here.
yeah, it's no joke.
What did you say?
I said hosting a festival, running a festival, it's no joke.
Yeah, no, no
There's
joke. No joke.
different parts. It's no joke. So, yeah, it's so good. Thank you for chatting and taking your time
Yeah.
with me on your Saturday. I really appreciate it. And I'm sending so much love and a big heart hug. And I can't wait till we connect in person, either in Berlin or hopefully maybe a visit in South Africa from your side. So we're definitely gonna connect again and yeah, keep chatting. And
Yeah.
yeah, so love my angel. Thank you for sharing
Yes.
so vulnerable.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
Of course.
yeah, to those of you watching, thank you so much watching the replay. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My DMs are always open, and you can always book a one-to-one call, a discovery call with me to see if this is the right thing for you as well. So yeah, love, thank you, and have a beautiful rest of your
Yeah.
weekend. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Mwah.